What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the 2019 Green Mountain Championships. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I am back on the mic here with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everyone?
We are finishing out the commentary here for Nate and Paige. Nate was having some van troubles, so good luck to him on getting those repairs. This round, we've got the same card as last round. Sarah Hokm leading the pack, still playing solid golf through the third round, sitting at 3 under par. We've got Kristin Tattar sitting at 3 big. We've got Rebecca Cox sitting 5 back of her at 8 big, and then Hailey King is 1 back of Rebecca Cox at 9 big, and she is actually tied with Paige Pierce, who we could easily see make some moves here on this final round.
Yeah, Paige is 2 down through 2 before this card even starts, so that's a little bit of pressure for him.
Yeah, really solid putting from our ladies' lead card last round, and so hopefully we can see them carry it into this last round here.
Yeah, we got a lot more OB on this course. That last course was more of just natural OB, but we got some actual flagged OBs on this course, so we got to be careful with that.
Yep, a lot more open course. Getting straight into it, hole 1, this is a par 4, 600 feet. You really just want to get into the landing zone, stay in bounds, and from there you have a slight turnover or forehand shot for your upshot. All OB all around the basket. So really just stay in bounds and try and take your 3 or 4, depending on what you're playing for.
This hole averaged 4.57, the 6th most difficult hole in the course, and I think the upshot is like super sketchy.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, even watching the coverage from the men's field, we've seen upshots just stand up and roll straight out of bounds. So you really have to get the angle right on that upshot.
Got Sarah doing a little slight flex on it, and yeah, that's right where she wants to be.
Perfect shot. Sets herself up for a nice forehand upshot from there.
Yeah, and Sarah really hasn't been doing anything spectacular, just keeping it in bounds and making, the inside the circle putts that she should be making, and she has been making.
Yep, and Kristin just barely skips out of bounds there. She's going full ninja mode today, all black.
She is.
Well, her and Rebecca.
Oh, we got some matching ninjas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure a little bit of nerves going on with these ladies on this first tee final round league card. Rebecca playing that right side a little bit more.
And that's an ideal shot. She's right there in the center of the fairway. Sets herself up for a nice second shot.
I'm curious if Hailey goes big here. Because, you can get aggressive on this hole.
Yeah, if you can.
Oh, no.
Oh. And that is just way too low. And she's throwing from the drop zone there.
Yeah, and she was kind of having some troubles off the tee third round as well. We'll have to see if she can pick that up a little bit. Fortunately, she stays in bounds on that upshot off that tree. And here's Rebecca's very scary upshot from here.
And this looks like it's carrying OB, and it does. And she's going to have a long putt for her par save.
If you don't have a forehand shot that you feel comfortable with, that upshot is insanely intimidating because that disc has to turn the entire way or else, you just saw it'll go right out of bounds.
Mm-hmm. Sarah sets herself up with a really nice line here, and she's going to be just outside the circle for her birdie. And Hailey kind of continuing the trend from last round. She had been pulling things right.
So is this for 6? Is that right?
I believe so.
3. Yeah, I think so. Not the start she wants, clearly.
Kristin laying up. She'll be able to tap in for par from there. And this is Rebecca after the OB stroke.
Well, Kristin went OB, so that'll be for bogey.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the easiest starting hole out on tour. That's for sure.
Sarah just laying up for her par. Really smart play considering she's got 6 strokes on the lead here.
Yeah, and there's that double from Hailey, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate start. She's moving herself to 11 big. Sarah makes good for par, stays at 3 under par. Rebecca tapping in for bogey, moving to 9. And we are on to hole 2. This is a par 3, 270 feet. As you can see, the gap initially off the tee is pretty tight. If you can get something just dead straight, that is ideal here. Because if you go too far left or too far right, towards the center of the fairway, you have the bush on the right and the trees on the left side that come into play. So just get something as straight as possible to carry down the fairway, and you'll have a look here.
Yeah, this hole averaged 3.05, the 16th most difficult, so one of the easier holes out here. No surprise there. Yeah, getting the height right is very important as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's that kind of like uphill mound right in
Right.
front of the tee pad, and so I'm sure that gets in your head
Yeah.
when you're standing on there.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Getting
And
all the way
Rebecca,
down there.
Yeah, it gets through the gap, and she is going to have a look for her too. Here is Hailey
Oh, yeah.
with
Dude,
a
that was
textbook shot,
so effortless looking.
and she is going to be tapping in for the 2 there. Kristin laying up for her 3. And that's what works. I thought it rolled away a little bit further.
I mean, it's a little it's a little far for a elevated basket early on in the round, but I think it'll work out.
Oh, and Sarah with a really nice run, just barely hits off the cage, but she'll be tapping in for her par.
Yeah.
Rebecca for her birdie. Really nice birdie.
Yeah, making up for that bogey off that first hole. Really nice job.
Yep, moving herself back to 8 big.
Yeah, and it's kind of unusual not seeing Paige and Katrina on this lead card final round.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, actually. I was just thinking that in my head.
That's kind of scary.
It's unusual, really.
It is.
And especially from Paige with the hot streak she's been on. It just shows the difficulty of these courses.
Yeah, it's anybody's game.
Yep. Hole 3, this is a par 3. It is 305 feet. Initially, it carries uphill and then kind of carries back downhill. As you can see, there's a lot of trees to contend with towards the middle of the fairway. But as long as you have something that carries straight with a slight left finish, you'll have a look. Because it does, like I said, carry back downhill, and so you can get a good amount of slide if you can get over that hill.
Yeah, this hole played .45 over par this round, the 8th most difficult. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Rebecca. She's going to be on that left side, but she'll have that window between those trees on the left side of the basket to have a putt for her too. And Hailey, this looks like it's hyzering a little bit too soon, a little bit sawed off, and she's going to be on that left side, but she might have a similar window to Rebecca.
Man, what a hard shot for Sarah this is going to be. Having to keep it super low while still getting that flex. And she's going to be a little bit short, but she's on line.
Yeah, it looks like she might have hit like kind of the crest of that hill, so she might have gotten a little bit of a skip up there.
Yeah, this is way too much hyzer.
Yeah, Kristin relying on that flip up. Didn't quite get it, and she's in a tough spot here. Throwing the forehand really nicely, though, and gets a roll up next to the basket. She'll be tapping in for par.
Sarah just laying that up smartly. And I imagine Hailey is 100% going for this, being at 10 over par.
And just a little bit of a late release there. She is Gonna find that tree, and she'll be tapping in for her par.
Good effort there.
Yep, Rebecca will be doing the same. And Sarah really just not taking many bogeys
That's
this
the thing that
tournament.
she's doing. Yeah, she's playing super safe and really conservative.
She's definitely taking the most pars in the entire field.
Yeah.
And that is a great thing. Just minimize those mistakes and you'll have the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to. All right, hole 4. This is a par 4. It is 465 feet. As you can see, you have an OB on the left side and the right side. So you really just want to stay in bounds here because the basket does carry right once you get closer to this road here behind the basket. So just stay in bounds on your first shot. Throw something straight. Play it safe. And from there, you have a pretty easy and open up shot on your second shot.
Yeah, this is one of the easier holes out here, averaging 4.14 for this 4th round. And this is a pretty common play to play it safe. Just kind of play the hyzer over the OB, assuming you don't turn it over, which this is getting a little bit hairy. Unless it has the distance. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that is safe for Rebecca. She's going to have a nice and easy upshot from there. And Sarah
playing
throwing over it
ultra
as well.
safe.
Yep. And she's going to be on that right side.
Here we got Kristin. It's got some nice turn to it as well.
And she'll be left of that bush.
Yeah, playing some shade golf. I like it.
Oh, yeah. My favorite kind of golf right there. And Hailey.
Oh, wow. I thought I was hitting that tree all day.
And she's going to be just ahead of Kristin.
No, this is where it gets a little bit
Becca's
sketch.
second.
Oh, if it didn't hit that rock, that was checking up right
Yeah.
next to the basket.
I think it like skipped off the top of the rock.
No, it definitely did.
Yeah. If it hit just before it, she would have a lot better luck. But she's still, that's in range for Rebecca with how she's been putting the past couple rounds.
Sarah kind of checks it up in front of the rock. She'll have about 15 feet to the basket.
Yep. And Kristin nestling right there. In between the rocks.
This one's kind of getting away from Hailey, but that's only about 20 feet out. It's no problem. So what's your mindset if you're in Sarah's position right now?
I mean, par out. Because,
Makes
I mean,
sense.
you've got 8 strokes on the lead. And, I mean, 8 strokes.
This course is
and
so
if you par
difficult.
out,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like that's half the holes here. And so unless Kristin's birdieing out the rest of the tournament,
Well, I was gonna say if you
you'll be
par out,
fine.
you might actually be still gaining strokes on the field.
Exactly,
this course is just
exactly.
So difficult. Yeah.
all right, hole 5. This is a par 3, 455 feet, 136 meters. As you can see, it is very downhill, and then you do also have these stakes on the left and right that play OB. These ladies really are just going to be trying to lay up closer to that tree that you saw in the center of the fairway. You ideally want to be on the right side to leave yourself with an easy hyzer look. Unless you're Sarah Hokm, you might want to be on the left side to leave yourself with a forehand look. We'll just see what these ladies play for.
Yeah, this is actually the 3rd toughest hole out here. I'm guessing those OBs big time
Oh,
came
no.
into play, as you can see right now. Yeah, this hole averaged 4.09, so just barely over a stroke. And, yeah, you really just got to get this drive in bounds.
Yeah. Kristin's going to be past the tree.
Yeah, if you can get past those trees, that is like the absolute ideal spot, so you can have a clear line to the basket without having to worry about that OB surrounding it.
Yep. And Hailey's playing a little bit more of a sky flex there, and she is going to be out of bounds there.
Yeah, it's got too much air under it. That's kind of been her issue off the drive all, really just these second and third rounds, but...
Woo! That was a close one.
How much closer can you get with being safe?
Yeah. And that's the thing with, like, downhill shots, though, is, like, you really have to match the angle of the hill, because if you get it above that point, then
it's like
you're most likely going to be hyzering out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And that was almost a throw-in from Hailey.
Yeah, that's well said, though. I feel like people don't really think about that, though. But, I mean, if you're playing, like, a downhill slope, it is crucial to get that disc low as well, or else it's just going to kind of air out on you.
Yep. Unless you have, like, Simon or Eagle power.
Well, yeah.
Then you're just, like, throwing through that.
You're just throwing to the basket, no matter how far the hole is.
Yeah, exactly.
And great bogey save there by Sarah.
Yeah. Moved her to 2 under par. That is nothing to be disappointed in. She's still got 6 strokes on the lead, so she's not too worried there.
We got Hailey with a bogey.
Really nice putt as well. Moving her to 14 big.
Rebecca has been solid inside circle all weekend.
A very nice par, and she is actually 1 under for the round, so 1 down through 5.
Not bad.
Really nice showing from Rebecca. Kristin taking a par as well. All right, hole 6. This is a par 3, 290 feet. Once again, the OB in Fox Run Meadows fashion is there. This carries right, so these ladies are really going to be throwing a slight turnover shot, or if you're Sarah Hokm, be throwing a big forehand shot as well. So,
whoa, that looked ultra high.
Yeah, I think kind of lost that one there.
Yeah, this hole
actually ended up.
Yeah, this hole is actually one of the easier holes played, averaging 3.09, so just barely over par. Kristin keeping that a little bit too low.
Rebecca, but gets a kick out.
That was going to OB all day.
Yeah.
Got a little cut rule there.
And here is Hailey. This is reachable for her.
And there's that forehand she was looking for all of last round. Getting that height right. We all know she has the power. She has the accuracy. It's just getting that height, and that's what she wanted.
Yep.
Oh,
Sarah
no.
Just sawing that one off a little bit too much, and she is actually going to be OB there.
Yeah.
And that's really something she needs to be careful of.
It is.
In this final round is going OB too much. Like, really all she has to do is stay in bounds. And if she stays in bounds, she pretty much guarantees the win.
Right.
And, like I said, unless Kristin birdies out, she's got that win locked in. So, hopefully she can stay in bounds here for the rest of the round. And
definitely a developing story, that's for sure.
Rebecca with a really nice birdie there. Here's Hailey for her birdie, and just a little bit too low.
Yeah, released that a little bit too early, and she kind of paid for it there. Here we got Sarah for, I believe, a bogey.
Yep.
Looks like she's got a little bit of a tailwind. That kind of helps out with her putt. I'm sure she enjoys those tailwind putts.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to move her to 1 under par. Here is Kristin tapping in the par. She will remain at 4 big, and she's now only 5 back from Sarah. Looks like we got Paige making moves. She has officially jumped Hailey King for the outright 4th place.
2 down through 7. That is just so good.
Yeah, she's doing well. Hole 7, this is a par 5, 1,085 feet, 331 meters.
Woo.
Once again, just stay in bounds. This hole is so open. There's not too much danger here, so it's really just about position play. Just keep yourself in bounds and leave yourself with as comfortable of a shot as possible.
Yeah, this hole is wide open. There is some OB. It seems like it'd be pretty easy, but it is actually the second hardest hole in the course, averaging 6.36. Keep that thing in bounds.
Yeah. This is the type of hole where
it's harder though because you want to crush it because it's so far.
Exactly.
And that's what leads to slight mistakes where that can lead to an extra stroke.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, and this is the type of hole where players like Hailey King and Paige Pierce and Katrina shine because they have that distance and that control as well. I mean, it's they're so used to throwing that distance that it's not as easy for them to kind of make mistakes.
Well, no, yeah, because if you can throw a hyzer the same distance as another person throws a flex shot, there's way less risk if you're throwing an overstable disc of it flipping over or doing something abnormal that can cause like an OB stroke. So, yeah. Some nice shots so far, though.
Yeah, really nice shots.
Here we got Hailey for a second. Oh, no.
Oh, and that's just turning over.
Oh,
wow.
These cut rolls are saving their lives right now.
Yeah, that's great. That'll leave her with a decent third shot, really. Sarah trying to bite off some distance here, and she will do just that.
Yeah, it looks
just
like
making her way down the fairway.
Yeah, it looks like one more of those throws, and she's up by the basket. Man, that disc is just that spotter is
that
like
spotter,
cracking me up.
Yeah, he is going prayers for the spotter.
That was a head down, run for your life type run.
Yeah. Yep.
Here's Hailey after fortunately kicking back inbounds. Kind of having a weird angle. I mean, from that far away, you want to have some room on the right side if you're a righty backhand thrower.
Yeah,
to get that distance, but she had to kind of throw a turnover there.
Yeah, she didn't quite get the height there.
Yeah.
Same with Rebecca here. And she stays safe, though, so.
Yeah, they're still pretty far.
Par is there.
Was it Sarah's third?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think she's going to quite get there still. Yeah, she's still. Oh, no.
Oh, no. And that goes out of bounds.
And Kristin knows she has a chance here to take a stroke.
And is that carrying out of bounds?
Oh, barely in bounds.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that OB on the left side kind of opens up towards the basket a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hailey with a great shot. Hits the bullseye initially and then just kind of skips off the landing zone there. And Rebecca with a nice shot as well.
Here we got Sarah after going OB on that approach shot. Needs to get it real close, as she does. Oh, wow.
Oh. And that is a very uncharacteristic miss.
Yeah, it seemed like that just kind of stuck on her finger at the last second and just wasn't even close to where she was aiming.
Yeah, I mean, I know she likes to use that chalk, so maybe she forgot to chalk up on that one and just kind of held on to the sweat on the hand.
It's so easy to like kind of take advantage of those easy putts, though. I mean, it happens to all of us so often in casual rounds, tournaments. It doesn't matter. It's like you're so used to making it from 10, 15 feet. You get up there, you putt it, and it just doesn't go your way.
Yeah, you just barely release it too right or too left, and then you're done.
And that's kind of like in all sports too. You take advantage of some things that you usually do very consistently, and occasionally it just doesn't work out.
Yep. And that's really kind of the beauty of golf is you really have to be able to slow down, almost get in that meditative state and like have patience and slow down to execute. So hole 8, this is a par 4. It is 550 feet. Off the tee, you're really just throwing a big forehand or a big turnover shot to leave yourself with a decent second shot. You want to get around the trees that are on the right side and stay in bounds, really.
Yeah, this tournament has a really good mixture of courses, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the last course we just played was so technical. One slightly bad shot led to, maybe a couple strokes. And this course can kind of be the same way if you go OB a lot, but for the most part, it's pretty open. And this hole averaged 4.27 this final round. The 11th most difficult.
And Hailey just laying up there.
Yeah, and Sarah's only got a 4-stroke lead now. Oh, no.
Rebecca's going to find the OB there. Sarah just needing to keep it in bounds here.
What she
Not
is.
wanting to risk anything.
Yeah.
And she does just that. Here's Rebecca, who's got a pretty good amount of distance left.
Yeah, I don't know if
just
that
lay up there.
Yeah, I don't know if that tailwind like kicked in or something, but that just
Kind of shot down.
Yeah, it just didn't go far at all.
Yeah.
Sarah getting close to that circle's edge, gonna leave herself with the putt, but she's been making some long ones here and there.
That was actually circle's two.
So, yeah,
circle
that was
2 edge.
definitely circle 2.
It looked like.
That or that's the longest circle 1 line of all time.
Right. But like I said, she just needs a par out to take this dub.
Yeah. Beautiful forehand there by Hailey.
Puts yourself right there next to the basket. Really nice second shot. And Rebecca's third will leave herself about 15 feet.
I feel like the only thing Hailey needs to just keep improving is just tournament experience.
Yeah.
She has every tool in the bag. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of putting it all together in like clutch situations.
Exactly. And, I mean, she's so young. She's got so much room to grow. I mean, once she gets to that, like, you know, Macbeth, like, prime age around, like, 28, 29,
Oh, yeah.
she's going to be
Or
a
even
contender.
just like 21, 22. I mean,
Yeah.
She's so young. It's crazy.
Yeah. She's
And
doing
Rebecca
so
Cox
well.
as well. I mean, she's very young as well. She could easily shoot up there in the rankings.
Yeah, I mean, she's here, like, on the lead card at a Disc Golf Pro Tour event, her and Hailey both, and, like, I think here in the next few years, we're going to see a huge increase in the level of FPO play that we see because, I mean, there's so much potential out there in the field right now.
Absolutely.
And once these ladies get more experience under their belt, they're going to be right there with Katrina and Paige challenging them. So, hole 9, this is a par 3, 375 feet. This one is a really tight fairway because of the OB. So these ladies are really just wanting to throw something that flips up, holds straight, and just kind of finishes straight, really. You don't want too much left fade because there is that big rock behind the basket that makes the putt a little bit more difficult. Hailey, as you can see, just turned that over just a little bit too much. And then here's Kristin. That needs to sit
leaking.
down.
What?
And wow, hits the stake, and
Stays
it looks
in-
like it stays in bounds. Yeah.
Yeah, this hole actually averaged 3.82, the fourth hardest on the course. As you can see why, where everyone's seeming to push those boundaries of the OB line.
Yep.
Except for Sarah.
And Sarah's going to be right there, probably about 45 feet. And here's Rebecca getting a nice little wind lift there towards the end. And she is going to be dead center fairway. She'll be laying up for her 3. Hailey is laying up, and she should be able to save the bogey from there.
It's kind of like a hidden like weapon if you have that long putt. Just because
Mhm.
like I don't know, for me, if I'm like 100 feet out and I'm doing like a long jump putt or like compared to like an actual like throw, the jump putts can be so much more accurate for me
Yeah.
because I'm facing
Yeah.
the target the whole way. I'm not moving as much, and I feel like Hailey like for sure has that. She can just kind of
Yeah,
toss
absolutely.
it up there whenever people are actually doing physical throws, and not quite getting as close.
Yeah, and that's really like holes like this is really where the experience comes in too, because the OB is so tight, and so with that experience, you kind of know which disc to throw and just how to keep it in bounds, and that's an unfortunate miss from Sarah right there.
Yeah, it is.
She can't really afford to be taking bogeys like that, especially from that range. Luckily, her and Kristin are matching scores here, so she won't be losing a stroke. And that is going to conclude the front nine of the final round of the 2019 Green Mountain Championships. So far, we got Kristin Hokm leading at 1 big. And then we got Kristin sitting at 5 big. And Rebecca is going to be sitting 3 back from her at 8 big. And Paige Pierce hopping in front of Hailey King going into this back 9 sitting at 10 big. So she's got outright third. Hailey King needs to make some moves here.
Absolutely, yeah. If you guys want to go check out one of those custom stamped GK Pro discs, you can go to gkprodisc.com. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We'll see you guys for the final 9.